sunny day at the Meadowlands. Will the Jets soar or will the Falcons fly?
Welcome to the NFL on Fox. This is week 9 here in the National Football League. Two teams get together for a showdown. The New York Jets home to take on the Atlanta Falcons in week 9 here in the National Football League. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Tyler L. Last time these two teams met was in last season. The Atlanta Falcons with a 24-21 win over the New York Jets on a rainy day here in MetLife Stadium, and here to face each other here again here in the National Football League. But the New York Jets here trying to get into the winning ways. They're now at 3-5. Can the New York Jets come back and win against this Atlanta Falcons deep offense, who rank first in points per game, and with a 7-game win streak for the most part for the Falcons? It's with a win today, they go to 8-0, and in the playoffs are in great shape. Here we go. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of Super Bowl 53, and on Fox. Here the New York Jets here in New York take on the Atlanta Falcons on a sunny day at the Netherlands. Partly cloudy. Chances of rain today are 38, or 14% chance of rain here. Partly cloudy here in MetLife Stadium. Meanwhile, the Jets won the toss. They elect to defer, so the Falcons will receive. Here we go. Taking it back out of the 10 is Marvin Hall, and Marvin Hall, a great return of 35 yards, and the Falcons are in great field shape. And here comes Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons offense, who rank first in points per game, and this 7-game win streak has been incredible. The highest scoring team in the league. Looking downfield is Julio Jones. Nice catch on the sideline. Good for 35 yards and a first down for Atlanta. And the big receiver was absolutely wide open on this play. Straight drop back from Matt Ryan. Julio Jones, he's a big guy that can run, and there's a great matchup for this team. Darryl Roberts on Julio Jones. We talked about that matchup last time these two teams met, and Julio Jones meant nothing. And Tremaine Johnson, and it's an interception from the Atlanta Falcons. A dangerous throw, and the New York Jets defense has got a takeaway. And here comes Sam Darnold, the rookie quarterback, and Isaiah Crowell, the former Cleveland Brown, won't go anywhere, and it's a loss of 3. Second down and 13 coming up. Darnold to throws out of the backfield. There should be a flag on that play. There's a flag against the offense for the Jets. I think they're gonna call it. They're gonna get the call right now. It was for that. Sam Darnold goes in front of the line of scrimmage and throws it, and it's third down. So they declined the penalty. Instead of second and 23, it's 3rd and 13. Here comes the Jets. Sam Darnold is sacked. Bruce Irvin creates the sack as Sam Darnold. And here comes the Atlanta Falcons offense after that costly interception and the high hanging punt from Edwards. And here comes Andre Roberts. Great return. And here comes Matt Ryan. And after that poor interception from Tremaine Johnson. Here's Matt Ryan. Can't find anyone. Wide open. Check that. Calvin Ridley, good for 15 yards. Down inside the 5 to set up 1st and goal. Great job with Matt Ryan, working in the pocket. And we talked about the mobility of Matt Ryan. He found Calvin Ridley, and he was wide open. Nice job to find Calvin Ridley down to across the midfield. Here's Matt Ryan, throws it on the run, and Freeman is out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds before he got to the end zone. Hand off to Freeman, and he's in for the Atlanta touchdown. It's another opening drive touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons in their 8th straight game. Matt Ryan, who's really not much of a scrambler, but Freeman is into the end zone. A 3-yard touchdown run for Devontae Freeman. It's a 7-0 Atlanta. We talked about the New York Jets and how these turnovers offensively have been a major struggle for this team, for this AFC team. And the turnovers and the takeaways have been a major struggle and threat for this New York Jets offense. Here's Sam Darnold to throw downfield, looking for Robbie Anderson, and he was well covered by Keanu Neal, the safety. Isaiah Crowell's in the backfield. Handoff is to Crowell, and he has a gain of 1. Bruce Irvin was there on the tackle. They vacate the zone. The Falcons are playing in zone coverage. Here's Sam Darnold with pressure, and the ball is out. That ball was out. Referee should have called that. Here comes Edwards. Hand over and short punt. Fair catch. And Andre Roberts sets up at midfield to the 50-yard line. Here's Matt Ryan. Goes downfield looking for Mohamed Sanu. What a catch! What a catch by Sanu. Matt Ryan throws a high lobbing pass for Mohamed Sanu, and he somehow comes down with that football. He runs second field. He ran second field to AJ Green in the Bengals. Now he runs second field to Julio Jones in Atlanta. And what a pickup he was by Thomas Dimitroff for this Atlanta Falcons team. Devontae Freeman out of the backfield. A gain of 8 yards. It's 2nd down and 2 coming up. Handoff is to Freeman. Running wild. Oh, and he gets flipped. But lucky for us, Freeman is okay. Out after this 1st down run of 25. And he gets flipped. It looked painful, but for Devontae Freeman, he's a short running back, but he's okay. That was a major flip. Lands on his back. They should call the penalty on that. There's Matt Ryan throwing in the end zone. Touchdown. Julio Jones. Matt Ryan throws his first touchdown pass of the start of the afternoon, and this time it's Julio Jones with a high snap from Alex Mack, the center, and Julio Jones is in for the score. It's to make it a 14-0 game here at MetLife Stadium, and they get it, 14-0. In favor of the Atlanta Falcons. This team is outstanding. They're the toughest team to defend in the National Football League. And McGuire gets brought down immediately by Brian Poole, the cornerback. And here comes Sam Darnold back on the field at the 25, close to the 25-yard line, looking for Tomlinson, the tight end. He's a big guy that can run, and as I said, and Tomlinson, who set records here for the Jets. He was drafted by the Jets. And what a pick! And what a great tight end he is. Here's Isaiah Crowell out of this backfield, and he has a gain of 10 yards for a Jets first down. Running backs in there. Darnold to throw again, looking for Tomlinson. He got it. He's got on first down with a gain of 3. Bring up second down and 7. Second down and 7. Darnold throws in the pass caught by Jermaine Kearse, one of their top receivers here in this game. And the offense for the New York Jets, they rank 31st in points per game, allowing 15 points or more against every team in the National Football League. And here comes Sam Darnold, taken down by Vic Beasley. This defense philosophy is when they get a turnover, they practice this every time. We see it every time. Vic Beasley breaks through a tackle off the offensive lineman, and Vic Beasley in there to create the loss. And it's a 3-and-out for the Jets offense. Edwards to kick this back to Atlanta. Worst case scenario is to give it back to the Falcons with who's likely to score. And here comes Andre Roberts. Decent return of 20 yards down to midfield. And here comes Matt Ryan. Throws on the run, and it's wide open as Austin Hooper. First down and more. Still going. Touchdown for Austin Hooper, the tight end. First play from scrimmage with a 57-yard touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. Breaks out of a tackle, and he jumps and leaps into the end zone. Pro Bowl. He made it to his first Pro Bowl last season. And here comes Matt Bryant with the extra point. They put 21 points on the board before the first half here against the New York Jets. And Matt Ryan throws his second touchdown pass of the year against the Jets. Here's Bryant. And McGuire takes it out of the end zone, who takes a shot. Nice tackle made by Devondre Campbell, the linebacker. Here's Darnold in the offense, back on the field with 14 seconds left before the end of the first half. Handoff is to Crowell, nowhere to go. A loss of 2 on the play. Second down at 12 coming up. Bruce Irvin again, arguably the defensive player right now in the game, and he has 2 sacks on Sam Darnold, and created a loss on Isaiah Crowell. And with a gain of 1, third down and 11 coming up. Deion Jones on the tackle after a gain of 1, and it's the end of the first half against the Jets. Well, here comes the Visa halftime report. Well, here in the AFC, the New England Patriots are facing the Bengals and it's a 38-14 game against the Bengals in the start of the second half. And in the NFC, the Cowboys are playing against the Vikings here this week, and it's a It's a 15-19 game. Dallas on top. And here comes the start of the second half here at MetLife Stadium. Here to start the second half. Remember, the Jets won the toss. They have their first, so they elect to receive. They get the ball to start the second half with a 21-0 game. And here comes McGuire. Oh, what a tackle! Takes a shot to the helmet. Good thing the referees didn't call that, because that was a big tackle and a big hit. He took a shot. Just kept running and then takes a big hit. He was able to absorb that blow from Duke Riley. And here comes Sam Darnold in the offense. Down at the 18-yard line. Darnold to throw, and it's almost juggled and intercepted by Deion Jones. Great coverage by Jones on Robbie Anderson. And it's second down and 10 coming up. Tomlinson split wide to the right. And here's Tomlinson, the tight end, brought down by Paul Warlow. Third down and 8 coming up. Crawwell's in the backfield. Darnold finds Crawwell out of this backfield for a first down. Darnold finds him at the last minute. When you see pressure like that, it's because the defense is in man coverage. The Falcons are playing zone, and Keanu Neal, actually DeMonte Casey, makes a huge tackle on Crawwell, and he was a free agent from Cleveland to help solidify this offense for the Jets. Looking downfield is Crawwell. What a catch! Down at the 50-yard line. Down at the 35-yard line, actually. Here's Darnold. Throws in the pass caught by Crawwell. The Jets are trying to keep the Atlanta Falcons defense on their toes. And the Jets are in field goal range. It's second down and 5. Play clock is at 7. Here's Darnold to throw out of this backfield. Boy, what a receiver he is. Isaiah Crawwell, their leading receiver in this game. Over 100 passing yards for Sam Darnold. Nowhere to go that time. Crawwell, it's a 3-and-out, and the Jets are in field goal range. Vic Beasley, who was in on the stop. Here comes the kick is up and good. For the 20, they're down by 18, 21-3 in favor of the Atlanta Falcons. It's an 18-point game, and Marvin Hall is back deep for Atlanta. And Marvin Hall with a great return of 24 yards. Decent field position for Atlanta. This receiving core for Atlanta is monstrous. Both in the run, and this offense is monstrous. Both in the run game and the passing game, and it's incomplete for Austin Hooper, the tight end. They're just trying to put points on the board. They're not worrying about the defense. They're more about putting points on the board and outscoring this Jets offense. Here's Tevin Coleman out of the screen. Tevin Coleman still going. It's a 76-yard touchdown pass for a Falcons touchdown. Usually when you see a pass like that, it's because the defense is in zone coverage. That's what they are. And Tevin Coleman was out of this backfield. He scores his first touchdown of the game. Makes 3 guys miss and creates that juke move. And he's off to the races. Nice play by Atlanta on the screen to Tevin Coleman. He's a backup. He's a second-year running back out of Indiana, and Matt Bryant's kick is good. This is a 28-3 game with a 25-point game against the Jets with 8 seconds left of the third quarter. Bryant with a big leg kicks it back far, and McGuire is down to, close to the 20-yard line, good for 19 yards. So far, no interceptions, and that's big for this New York Jets offense. Here's Sam Darnold looking downfield for Robbie Anderson. Keanu Neal was in on the coverage. The Falcons really vacate the zone and there was a nice play action made from Isaiah Crowell, and he throws a very deep pass that almost could have been intercepted, but great coverage by Keanu Neal. And what a pickup he was in the draft in 2016. And he's become a major threat for this Atlanta Falcons defense. Made it to his first Pro Bowl. Here comes Isaiah Crowell, their leading receiver, a gain of 4. Third down and 6 coming up with a minute and 37 left. Can the Jets convert? Here's Sam Darnold looking downfield, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson was there again. Robert Alford was on the coverage. That's the great matchup for the Falcons. Robert Alford on Robbie Anderson. Handover and short punt, and it checks up. Andre Roberts. A good return of 23 yards. A great starting field position for Atlanta. Here's Matt Ryan and company looking downfield, and it's caught by Calvin Ridley. Breaks out of a tackle. Still going. What moves from Calvin Ridley? Ever since they lost Taylor Gabriel and Calvin Ridley, what a spin move. Breaks through a tackle from 1, 2, and 3, and they couldn't bring him down, and he's down near the 6, maybe the 5. They're gonna mark him just inside the 6 for a first down and goal. The tight end is to the right, framing the running back. Ryan on first and goal, looking, nobody open. Ryan throws in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Ryan on second and goal. Can't find anyone. Throws in the end zone. Sanu holds on. That's a touchdown. Stretching grab by Mohamed Sanu. The focus needs to be on number 2, Matt Ryan. Look at him work in the pocket, stepping up, finds Sanu, and he makes a great catch. Extended on a nice, well thrown by football from Matt Ryan. And it's 34-3. And the Falcons are in for an 8-0 start of the season. They're the toughest team they ever faced. If you put any NFL team against this Atlanta Falcons offense here, they're gonna be worried. And this team is known for making defenses worried. These guys light up the scoreboard like a pinball machine. Here's Robbie Anderson, his first reception of the game. DeMonte Casey, the safety, brings him down. A gain of 8, a gain of 7. Here's Darnold to throw, and it's incomplete for Isaiah Crowell. And the former Cleveland Brown, his route was short. Here's Darnold. We haven't seen much of the run game for this Atlanta for the Jets. We talked about this offense. They've been very inconsistent lately against these teams in the NFL, and here against this Atlanta Falcons defense, it's hard to do it against this defense, but they haven't done it once in this game. In this offense, the run game has been explosive. They rank 5th in the NFL in rushing yards. Handoff is to Freeman, still going. He just trucks a guy. A small running back, and he's all so strong. He breaks out of the tackle from the linebacker, and the defensive lineman in there to create the play. Empty backfield for Atlanta. Ryan throws, and the pass somehow into the arms of Devontae Freeman out of this backfield for a gain of 15. Here come the Falcons. Looking downfield, wide open, Austin Hooper. Another touchdown for the Falcons, and almost to the end of closing time. A nice throw by Matt Ryan, working in the pocket, and he runs out and throws a very nice pass to Austin Hooper, who was absolutely wide open. It's a great job here against this defense for the Jets, and they're very inconsistent. With a 42-3 lead against the Jets, Matt Bryant cap it all. His point is good. Here's Bryant to punt it away. Way back in the end zone. McGuire takes a knee, and they're gonna get a few plays left before the end of regulation. After that bye week for Atlanta, and that week against the Patriots, this team has a lot. This team has a lot to worry about. And Grady Jarrett was in on the stop. A loss of 9 on the play. Grady Jarrett is not your typical defensive tackle, but he's very strong, and he's out of Clemson. And that's the end of the game. Here in the Netherlands, Falcons 42, Jets 3. Matt Ryan continues his record books. He's trying to reach his third 1,000-yard season. This season's been great here against the Jets. And that's it for now. Coming up next is the State Farm postgame show. Matt Ryan and the offense coming off a great win. They're now at 8-0. The Jets are now at 3-6. And that's it here for the NFL on Fox. See you next time against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And what a great matchup that is. Two high-power receivers, Antonio Brown working on Julio Jones, two of the best wide receivers in the National Football League. Can Julio Jones dominate Antonio Brown, or Antonio Brown can dominate Julio Jones? So we'll see you next week against the Pittsburgh Steelers.